This is a very important question of class 9th in which we have to prove that ABCD is a square. If we are given that ABCD is a rectangle in which the additional condition is that AC, the diagonal AC bisects angle A as well as angle C. Here is the key point, that is bisect. Bisect means the things which get bisector is a line which divide a thing into two equal parts. Here this bisector, that is AC line, bisect angle A, implies the angle A gets divided into equal parts. Same goes with angle C, it gets divided into equal parts. And ABC is a rectangle in which each interior angle will be 90 degrees. This is the property of rectangle. Let's construct a rectangle ABCD. This is our rectangle ABCD. And we are given that this diagonal AC, it bisects angle A as well as angle C, implies the A angle gets divided into equal parts and those two equal parts are equal. Implies the angle, this angle is equivalent to this angle. DAC angle will be equal to angle BAC. Also, angle C gets divided into two equal parts by this bisector AC, which is the diagonal of this rectangle. Implies the angle DCA angle DCA is equivalent to angle BCA. Also, we know that each interior angle of a rectangle is 90 degree. Therefore, angle C is equal to 90 degree. If it gets divided into two equal parts, those two parts are equal. Implies one part will be 45 and another part will be 45. When we add these two parts, 45 degree plus 45 degree will be 90 degree. Implies this angle DCA is equal to 45, which is equivalent to BCA, which is again 45. This is given condition because that AC bisect angle C as well as angle A. Same goes with angle A, that angle DAC is equal to angle BAC. Let's move towards the solution. ABCD is a rectangle, implies angle A is equal to angle C is equal to 90 degree. Also, AC bisect angle A as well as angle C. Therefore, angle A as well as angle C gets divided into two equal parts. Our angle A will get divided into two equal parts. One part of this angle A will be angle DAC and another remaining part which is equivalent to this angle DAC, then that angle is BAC. I write that thing here. Angle DAC is equal to BAC. Same goes with angle C. Angle DCA is equal to angle BCA. If now consider a triangle. Which triangle? ADC. Triangle ADC. Let's construct this triangle ADC here. ADC. As this angle A and angle C gets divided into two equal parts, and the measure of these two angle A and angle C is 90 degree. The one part of this angle A is 45 degree, which is equal to the one part of this angle C, that is again 45 degree. Therefore, this angle will be 45 degree. Also, the angle BAC will be 45 degree because this angle C, whole angle C is 90 degree. AC is a bisector. It divides this angle into two equal parts. One part of this angle C is 45. We know that the half of 90 degrees is 45. Therefore, the one part of this angle C is 45 and the another part will be 45. I write that one part DCA will be 45, DAC will be 45. And we know that this is a very important property of an isosceles triangle. We know that in isosceles triangles, two sides are equal. In isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. We know that the angles which are opposite to equal sides are always equal. Conversely, we can say that if in a triangle two angles are equal, if two angles are equal, the sides which are opposite to these equal angles are always equal. Implies this AD, which is opposite to this angle C, also DC side is opposite to this angle A, and angle C as well as angle A are equal. Implies AD will be equal to DC. Now consider triangle ADC in which angle A is equal to angle C. Therefore, sides opposite to these angles are also equal. The sides which are opposite to this angle is DC. Therefore, DC is equal to the side which is opposite to this angle, angle C, that is DA. Now we have proved that DC is equal to DA. If we see these two sides in this rectangle, that is DC is equal to DA. We proved this here. We proved this here that DC is equal to DA and ABCD is a rectangle. If ABCD is a rectangle, implies opposite sides are equal. DC will be equal to AB and BC is equivalent to AD, and these two adjacent sides are equals. If these two adjacent sides implies these two are also equals. Also, BC is equal to AD implies that AB will be equal to BC. We have to prove that ABCD is a square. That is, we have to show that the adjacent side of a quadrilateral are equal, and also the each interior angle is 90 degree. Here we are given this quadrilateral, that is parallelogram, is a rectangle, that is each interior angle is 90 degree, and we just need to prove one property, that is adjacent sides are also equal. We proved is that we proved here AD side and DC sides are adjacent, and we proved that these two adjacents are equal. Implies if we prove that these adjacent sides in a rectangle are equal, implies if in a quadrilateral in a rectangle two adjacent sides are equal, that means that a rectangle is a square. That a rectangle is a square. Therefore, ABCD is a square. Hence, proved